Hello, I'm Marshal Vladimir, and this is Operation Overlord Japan, January 1938. I'm going to start with my tech rolls. I have two tech rolls rolling for wartime economy and improved construction, both are at 7. So that's one success on wartime economy. Then I'll go to my purchase. We're going to purchase a medium bomber for 11, cavalry for 14, 2 marines, and 2 infantry for another 14, which costs all 28 of our IPCs. So now we'll move on to our turn. Okay, so for combat moves, 1 infantry from Shanghai is going to move into Tibet. I'll just capture that, just to walk in. 1 infantry, another infantry from Shanghai will go into Sichuan, along with an artillery, 2 infantry, and a motorized from Shenxi. 1 infantry from Shantung, along with 2 infantry from Nanking, will move into Hunan. And, okay, that's that. Now we have a couple more movements involving the rest of our ships. This destroyer in 56 is going to pick up an infantry, move 1, 2, 3 to Formosa, and drop the infantry in Kuantan. From Nanking, 1 infantry is going to be loaded onto 2 transports, onto 1 transport. These will then move 1 to C-Zone 38, pick up 2 marines and an infantry, move down. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then they will also be dropped into Kuantan. Then from Nanking, well, the remaining 2 infantry marine will be picked up on a transport and a destroyer, which will be brought from 38, and move 1, 2, and also drop these units, the units from Nanking. So we'll put the 97th Army here now, and just let's do this. Pick up these units and put them into the 97th. So obviously all of these are amphibiously assaulting. That's 8 units, which means that we have 8 bombards. We're going to move the rest of the 6th fleet down to join, as well as this light cruiser from 88 is going to move up. So we'll just find as many bombards as we can. We got another light cruiser, 2 light cruisers, so that's 8 bombards here. So now this transport and submarines and stuff are going to remain here. But so there are 8 bombards in that 6th fleet, which are all bombarding into Kuantan. Okay, so as a note, this 1 infantry that's crossing from Shantung is going to be suffering river penalty. Okay, so now for the Air Force. Okay, where are our aircraft? Okay, so the Air Force, we have Okay, here we're going to take the fighter and a tactical bomber from the 18th fleet, from the 18th Air Fleet, and move them down to Hunan. We're going to move these two tactical bombers in the fighter from Korea 1, 2, 3 into Kwantung. And then that leaves us with another 2 fighters. We will send 1 to Hunan and 1 to Kwantung. So he has 1 movement left. Wait, where's our carrier? We should have an additional light carrier. That must have gotten accidentally deleted. I'll have to double check the videos, but I should have an extra light carrier. I believe, let me check my setup chart. I don't believe, yeah, I couldn't have lost it. Where's my setup chart? Yeah, light carrier. So, here's my, where did I put? I'll just send the additional light carrier to join the 6th fleet. Okay, so now I'll roll for my combat, where combat is occurring. Okay, so I'll just take, I think I have, so at 4 I have 2 battleships. Let me check what I have bombarding. 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers and 2 light cruisers. So 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, and 2 light cruisers, which is 8. They're at these and they're first strike. We have 8 units assaulting. Okay, so that's 1 hit from one of the battleships. All the rest missed. So not the best luck from our bombards, but we'll take it. We should have taken those dice. We'll just grab some dice and then go to the combat. So, okay, so 1 of the militia is dead from the first strike bombards. I don't believe bombards are moved down by terrain. So then I'll roll for my 2 tactical bombers. These are both at 7. That's 1 hit. It is a target select hit, but there's nothing to target select. And then the 2 fighters at 6. That's also another hit, so that's 2 hits. Then we'll just roll for our 8 units. They all are at 1. It's mountain territory. All at 1. Okay. So that's 2 hits, 2 ones, which means that they're all dead. Now I'll roll, in case, I'll roll these 3 dice for them defending militia, and an additional green dice for the militia that was hit by the first strike, in case bombards are lower than mountain. Okay, so that's no casualties unless bombards are lower than mountain, so let me know. So the Japanese army has seized Kwantung. 97th. So now for the attack into... Is this Hunan? Hunan. Okay, so I'll start with my 2 infantry, 3 infantry, and the green one is the one that's crossing the river. So that's 1 hit with my infantry, and then I got 2 fighters, which will be the blue and the tactical bomber, which is the green. So it's 2 hits from the fighters, so the battle has been won. For the 2 defending militia, that's 1 hit. So we will remove an infantry, and Hunan has been secured. Okay, so now we'll roll for Sichuan, where you have 1 first strike at 2 for artillery, which missed. It's the supported infantry, and then the 3. Yeah, we have 3 dice at 1. So this is the supported infantry, and then the dark blues are at 1. I mean, yeah. So he's still alive, defending militia. Missed, thankfully. So now, yeah, the light blues are at 2, and the dark blues are at 1. So that's actually 3 hits against the single militia, who returns fire at a 4 and misses. Sichuan has been integrated into Japan. The Japanese advance into China continues, but is pretty much... There are only 3 territories that are left in KMT's control. Be interesting to see whether KMT launches a counterattack or not. We haven't so far been subjected to counterattacks by anyone, I believe, so I wonder if this will be the time. Okay, so I'll start with my Air Force. So this fighter just has 1 movement, so the only place where he can land is the light carrier. Now the fleet carrier will also move down there and will take a fighter and a tactical bomber. One, two, three, 4, 5. So the last fighter is actually... No, it'll fly back to Shantung. We no longer need the 18th there. All these dice are not needed anymore. Okay, we no longer need to blockade the port at Kwantung as we occupy it. Oh, did I land my aircraft in Hunan? Because these are still around. I think I did. So these were the aircraft in Hunan. They came from Hopei. So they have 2 movement left. And then these were the aircraft, which a fighter and a tactical are going to land in the carrier. And then the remaining tactical, which came, he will fly back to Shantung. The aircraft in Hunan they came to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they will land in Korea. Okay. This transport will move up to Kyushu, well, next to Kyushu, and The torpedo boat destroyer and destroyer here will move up 1. Well, the torpedo boat destroyer will move up 1, and the destroyer will move up 3. Wait, I didn't start with possession of that major port. And these submarines, the coastal submarine will move 1, 2 down to 88. And these submarines will move 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Caroline Islands. Actually, the torpedo boat destroyer will move up to 54. This cavalry will non-combat move 1, 2 to Shanghai. And that's it. We're done. We will move to place units. Very simple for this. The cavalry will be placed in Rihi, and then the two infantry and 2 marines will be placed in Kyushu with the medium bomber. Oh, does Kyushu not have an airbase? Oh, no, it doesn't. It's in Honshu. Oh, that's... There was an airfield there. Oh well, not much that we can do. We'll just base on Kyushu. Unless we replace... No, we'll put the medium bomber in Rihi. And the cavalry will be placed in Kyushu. There we are. Okay, so... yeah, thank you for watching. And pass it on to the British and the French.